Hi everybody, welcome back to Homestead in the Woods, episode 12 with me, Sid, and if you're watching this on the day this is released, I'm going to Greece today for a week. It's not going to change this recording schedule, we're going to continue, it's only a week, so no like little mini-series or anything, but yeah, going to Greece, Kefalonia for a week, so much needed break. Anyway, last episode we made some automation and I have done some work. I basically carried on going up on the actual automation side there, on the side. Now, that is as big as I want that to grow. And you know, if I want to have another one, we'll build another tower, because I mean the water wheel is cheap, everything else is relatively inexpensive. Iron is a bit pricey, but other than that, not a problem. Oh yeah, I've got stuff stored everywhere. I also did go out and do a little bit of exploring, and I found myself some oak cabinets and some of this canvas rope, cutting boards, knives. Also found a little bit of glowstone and a little bit of nether quartz. Now, okay, calm down. Yeah. And the reason we were looking at this, if we go back in here, is if I look at you and go look at what you can make not the wireless terminal, the storage terminal with one glowstone block and redstone comparators. We can now actually make ourselves a crafting terminal. So that is pretty an important thing, those two things. I was actually just trading with aiming to trade with the villagers to try and get those, because I've got a couple of villagers that will trade those in. But anyway, let's just go and have a look at what is going on out here. So what we should have, and we still need to path this in and everything, just check my area, because this is still not 100% spawny safe, but what we've got going on here is I've realised that a hopper underneath there into a chute works absolutely fine, and boom boom boom, and everything just comes down and does its thing, and there's our results. Now, uses for these limited, so we can take the seeds. Let me just double check the uses for those are actually, you can actually craft chicken out of seeds. We can get oat seeds, and we can make chicken feed. Okay, we'll take those for now. We'll leave ourselves a stack of those, but these are doing quite well. And the other thing I did, so this needs walls and a structure around it. Oh, hello. I'm not 100% happy with these legs, this scaffolding. I don't mind that scaffolding, and that's probably going to stay, and we'll have something going on around there. But I would like to look at the legs a little bit. And because seeds are quite common, I threw this together just down here, and that will just automatically process up any seeds and stuff that we get out of things. So automatically I have to put it in, but it does the work. So that's all good. So in terms of what I want to do in there, and if you imagine, you know, we've got room on here. I think we've got room for another one on the side. We can conveyor this down. We can do all sorts of fun games and things with this. It's should be quite nice, and a nice relaxed experience, which of course is what we're aiming for. So what do I want? I want to have a look for scaffolding for starters. So yeah, we don't really have much in there. Let's have a look at oak, because there's potentially something in, we could go with the chipped stuff to try and find a a block which works there. Could go with yeah, but then yeah, we could do that. That would work. So we just basically stick any log into a carpenter's workbench. Let's just try that for the legs. Have I got a carpenter's workbench? I've got a mason's, I've got a loom, and I've got a glass blower. So I need a carpenter's workbench. That's easy enough. Let's go and throw one of those together, shall we? I bet I haven't got a wooden. Oh, it's not the kind of thing I keep, so take a couple of those. We can just take those. That will free me up an inventory slot as well, so that's all good. Boop and boop. I need a crafting bench and a log and an iron, and I've got those, so we'll do that. And I think we should have everything we need to make that one. And that completes the quest. Lovely. We'll get these all. We'll have their own proper home eventually, but right now that will do. Let me hang on, let me come out here. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and I'd like you to be, I think we're just going to go to there. So we'll craft those. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'd quite like to have that at the bottom. I like that. And then I think we can do the rest when we get over there. That will work. Okay. Let's pop that off. Stick that back in there. That can go in there. Everything's good. So that's a start. Just wanting to give that something a little bit more robust on the base there, which this will do. Because my thoughts are start off at the bottom with, and where was my point? It was here, wasn't it? So that one? It is. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to stick with red for the main silo because I think it's got that kind of archetypal kind of feel to it. So we do that. Then I'm going to want 8 strip logs. Okay. And that should give me doesn't really blend quite as well as I'd like there, but it's the best we're going to get, so we'll go with that. So we're coming to here. I'm going to guess there and there. Boop, boop, boop. Just looks more sturdy. So that's all that. This is obviously doing its thing, and we're also importantly getting this. Now this stuff allows us to make this organic compost, which will allow us that will then sit with the water. No, it basically decomposes and becomes, we need mushrooms, we need water, and we need sunlight, and it becomes rich soil. You know, which we can then use for future ones of these. We'd need to make a lot to make it worthwhile, because obviously we're going to have to stop the actual system. But right, what am I going to do up the sides here? I'm going to have some glass. We're going to have, yeah, I need some more of this redwood. That's the point. Let me just pull myself a few bits together, because I'd like to kind of pull this around and then it goes up. Yeah, I think I've got an idea here, starting to form in my head, but definitely working, and it's a really simple design, so it's just a matter of replication. So let me pull some stuff and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, well, we've got a structure. I've broken it up a little bit just to give it a thing. It's okay. I mean, I can't imagine that I would need to go into the sides there. The windows, the glass, basically is to give. Well, you get the kinetic element of things. Look there, you can see things going past, and then periodically things poke out, and then go back in again. So, you know, it is a living structure. We need to do something with this. That's my next mission, and I also need to do something with a load of this. In fact, while we're at it, because there's a whole load of seeds and everything been building up, this has taken way longer than I thought it was going to, but we can take quite a few of those, and all of I can't fit those in. Okay, that's fine. And we can compost a load of stuff, get more bone meal, because I've gone through a fair bit of bone meal growing magnolia logs. It's not a problem, got lots, but you know, and that you might as well have those as well. You're not having me leaves, those are cost iron every time I break them down. So yeah, we've got an automated thing. It's doing its stuff and it looks reasonable. Well, as I say, we need to do something with that. I'm going to use, I think, more of that scaffold. I don't have an issue with things missing, so that is a nice. Well, it's a nice situation to be in, let's be honest. It's things are not breaking anywhere, so everything is good. That is not good, because we've now got stuff that I've got no home for. Yeah, my inventory is getting to the point where I really do need to start doing some stuff with it. And I did say last episode that we would concentrate on the kitchen. Now, I will still do some work on the kitchen. Whether we do all the work on the kitchen, well, that is another matter entirely. The other thing is, can I? Yes, I can. So let's bring this over here. And obviously we can go and spend some of these on getting the books that we wanted. I mean, there is a reason why we're doing this, and that is to get the mending books, so I don't keep breaking things. But yeah, this works. Again, just a little bit of that going on. I've gone with vines. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, that's not a problem though. Love this ability too. What we can do is we can double this up, I think. That works. No, not like that. Damn it. Did that get us all the way? Yeah, actually we had exactly the right amount. And that doesn't look too bad. I'm happy enough with that. Is it what I envisaged when I started? I'll be honest, no, it's not. I wasn't really sure what I was envisaging. But it certainly wasn't that. But yeah, I mean this. Oh no, they are. That's fine. It's just that they can't. They back up. Okay, as long as I'm not that bothered if we are actually missing stuff. Let's take some of these and go and buy some emeralds. Oh, 250 carats, excellent. We have also got a metric crap ton of little quests that we've completed now, so what are you? You're that. What do you use you for? You use you to make rubies tea, okay. In a... Oh, you have to use blaze power. Accepts. You know what? We will work that out later. I'm not getting into tea. I'm not even bit. Oh, hello. You lot can just stay safely out of there. I've got an actual bucket of milk, so in theory I should be able to get rid of any negative effects. But let's swim. Go. Because with these swim speed boost, it takes no time at all. I don't know why I use a boat, to be honest, but I do. Ah. Lazy villagers, okay. So we can get this fella, and he's got a few bits and pieces, not those yet, but we can certainly do those until he says I don't want no more. I didn't bring my books with me, that was stupid. That's not going to go, is it? No. So then we're into carrots. Probably level him up to... Is it Master next? Possibly. Expert. Oh, he's got regeneration. He is now selling suspicious stew. I don't really want suspicious stew. I'm suspicious of it. Well, I suppose that's the idea, isn't it? But it doesn't matter. We have got ourselves... Oh, we have got a few moss buds. Okay. He doesn't want any more potatoes. He's had enough. So we've got 41 out of him. You will sell me bookcases and stuff. I'm not really worried about that right now. You don't have a career. You are selling amethyst buds, and you will sell me redstone. Let's see if we can level up this cleric a wee bit. Gold and lapis. I think I wanted the quartz trade, didn't I, really? But still, we can level him up again with that, I think. It's doing glowstone, which is better than a kick in the face. We'll take one of those, just so we'll take several of those, in fact. It's not like we've now not got a farm that produces. Blah, blah, blah. I could get that, but it's not going to be enough to level that up, is it? No. Oh, maybe. No, okay, that's fine. I'm not selling you gold, that's for certain. Yeah, so we've kind of got that in the bag. Let's head back to land and start looking at this storage, Tom's Simple Storage, because we really do need to do something with our storage. It is a absolute pigsty, and yeah, that's the thing we need to sort out. We can also look at the quests that we've completed, and also maybe a bit of the kitchen, because there's some bits of the kitchen that we can complete. I think we're getting close, and that would probably not be a bad move. But first things first, I need to put some stuff away and just generally try and sort myself out a wee bit. Back in a mo. Alright, let's start off by just getting this crafting terminal thing done. Where we need to make the let's do this right, because I'm just screwing up left, right, centre here. 1, 2, like that, bit of that, some of those. 1, 2 gives me that and that, that, and that will give me that. Now I was fairly certain that that was we've got to place one and we've got to create an inventory connector, okay. Oh, we need another oh, I need an ender pearl. Ugh. And I ain't got an ender pearl, so we're going to have to kill an enderman. That's the thing. But we have got a number of quests that we have completed. So we got first sprout. Now I've done this. This was getting settled. This was placing those. Pro tip: you only need to place 1 4 times. You don't need to place 4. So we got those. And then the other one was getting crafty, which is use a crafting table 100 times. So we've done that over the time. That gives us a crafting upgrade and some experience. And if I go into my... I've now got a crafting table, so I can naturally ditch you. I'll keep you on my personage, but you know, there you go. So that just leaves on here a little bit of collect 8 of each meat, which is relatively easy. We need to collect 3 buckets of lava, relatively easy. We need to go to the nether, which I don't like the nether. And then we got cogs and whimsy. This was all the stuff that we got from doing that thing. So that was craft 5. I'd already done 4. So when I created the next batch, it gave me a whole load more. Yeet tubes, that was crafting chutes, so that's just that. Portable storage interface, that was just some stuff. And this was farm to table to gearbox. Spinning auto harvester that collects crops. We know. And I thought that, and also shaped with care, we got this, which is those. So that was a bunch of stuff. I've now got you. I should put one of those in there. I think that can go away. That can go away. That can go. That can go. That can go. What are you? Roots take a weathered barrel. It smells faintly of moss and the first steps, the first shelter, the first sprout. I fell with nothing but the crunch of dirt beneath my boots, and it felt like the world held its breath for just a moment. Still here, not empty, but listening. Roof is more than wood and nails. It's a promise to yourself that even the smallest lean-to feels like a fortress when you build it with your own two hands. Walls don't need to be perfect, just true. Find the heart of your shelter and let it beat with warmth. Please whisper if you pay attention. Okay. Roots. Whole secrets, not just water, but old stories. Also an earth stone carved with symbols under a birch, perhaps from another traveller. Is this just a blurbage? Yeah, I'm not going to read these all out. There's far too many. Nice little things though. Okay. Pages finished. Neither is yours. If you read this far, then your roots are planted too. Let them grow. Okay, so it's a book. It's just a book, right? So we need a ender pearl, which means I need to annoy an enderman, which means I probably, not dirt, because the enderman can pinch that. I am going to grab myself some shelter. I'm going to go and stand up in my room up here and hope that one shows up so I can stare at him and annoy him. That's probably about my best option, but I'm happy with that. That's definitely a thing. Right, I'll be back in a mo. It wasn't going to work, it was raining, so even if an enderman spawned, it was just going to bounce around like a loon. So let me actually look at the heart of the homestead. So we need a stove. I need 32 canvas rugs and 3 baskets. We've done those because those I got here. So we got 12 of these, and the recipe for that is basically going to be straw to make those. And where, how? Somewhere something wanted 8 canvas rugs, but we need straw, so we're going to have to go out and just grab some of the straw from the farm. I also do need to think about how I'm going to... Was there a creeper down there? Oh, there's one over that way, but I do need to think about how I'm going to control the overflow from this. We'll take those for now. I sniped a skelly bob from over this way, so I'd like to go and just grab my bits if I can. Got a couple of arrows back and a bow. Okay, not bad. Need to tear this down at some point as well. I think that doesn't need to be there anymore. Lots of things to think about. But let's go and think about this this kitchen. Because we can do those. That will give me 16 of those, and that will give me 44 of those. So that should... Oh, we get some of that as well. Okay. We'll take them. And I need baskets. Okay, now I've got one. That is those and bamboo. Oh god, have I got any bamboo? Bamboo. I should have. I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that will be enough. No, it's 12. But I've still got enough to plant, which is fine. Sure, I've got a bamboo sapling. Lovely. Right, that's not what I wanted though. What I wanted was to take this 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 2 of those. So then we can go that's 3 of those. I don't need any more because we've got the baskets, so that's all good. And finally we need the stove. Stove. Just farmer's delight. I can't imagine it's anything other than that. Bricks, campfire and iron. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 4. And a campfire. Well, I can never remember how you make these. The one thing that, you know, it should be the easiest is 3 logs, 3 sticks, and a piece of coal or charcoal. I think that'll do us. And that should give me everything we need to so that. And that should be a cozy kitchen, which will give me a winemaker's apron, a random reward, that, and a warden hoe. Okay. Can't tell what the durability is on that, but that's fine. Winemaker's apron, bone meal won't get oh wow, that's OP. If you got that's a beach hat, not the straw hat, but that's fine. So we've got stuff to do. First things first, I have got enough emeralds there to buy a mending book. And if I've got any more like that, let me put you away. Cowboy hat. Another beach hat. Anything else? Cabbages. I should have some more that I can harvest out in the space that we've got as well. Got you. Got you. We've got you. I'll leave that behind. We'll quickly go and do that. I'd like to make myself a enchanted axe and maybe get a mending book for my sword as well. So we'll quickly harvest. We'll go and do a little quick trade with our librarian. Just because we can. Lovely. We'll grab the carrots. They've got 65 levels, so might as well use the damn things, eh? And then we can come back to the garden. Just do the cabbage. I'll not do the rest of the crops just because I don't really need them for anything. And yeah, we should be able to get 2 mending books, I think, if we're good about this. Let's have a look, see what we got. More potatoes, more cabbage, more carrots, more carrots. Leave them to it. And yeah, well, I'll see you in a moment, basically. Alright, we've done our trading. We're going to make ourselves a new diamond axe to replace that one. I'm not going to bother doing that one because it's just too far gone. In fact, we'll drop you off there for now. The warden hoe, I need to dig into that. I don't know exactly what that does, which itself should make me nervous. Let me take this stuff out, put that away. That lot can go up there. Oh, not all there. Okay. This is, yeah. Inventory is thoroughly out of control. There we go. I think I've got actually some space over there. You can just dump in there for now along with that. Right, let us go quickly up to the enchanting table. I should have some... No, okay. Let me go back down and get myself some lapis. Lapis lazuli. Because that's not enchanted either. So we'll take 2 stacks. We're going to use that far more for enchanting than we use it for anything else. And let's have a look. What have we got? We've got Smite 4. Yeah, not happening. Vein mining. Really? Not really what I want, is it? Try the helmet. Unbreaking 3, go with it. That's all it got, but that doesn't matter. It's still better than nothing. Right, now let's see what we get. Unbreaking 3. Or unbreaking, well, that's probably efficiency 4 unbreaking 3. Take it. Which gives me, there we go. Sweeping edge 3, sharpness 4. Perfect. And then what we want to do is we want to give you mending. And we want to give you mending. And at least I'm a little bit better equipped. Right, kitchen. Stop procrastinating, John. Let's get on with this kitchen. And I don't know why I brought that back down with me. So there's crates which will give me onions, apple berry and glowberry. Yeah, not really the most exciting thing there. Do we need a cooking pot to do that one? I'm going to need a cooking pot anyway. 64 cutting board. Oh, use it. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, why the hell would I use a skillet 10 times? Yeah, okay. So let's start off by taking that, and that, and that out. And that. And for now, I'm going to stick you there. I'm going to move this. There you go, that can go up there. We're going to take this and this out. And we'll pop those there. Smoker. And that. Now the problem is I've got experience stored in these, so what I need to do let's just do that. That must be getting, oh, that is completely repaired. I mean, most of this is almost there anyway. There's very little wear and tear on these, so I'm not expecting a lot So we take all of that out, we'll get smoker, get those down, just stock these up. Like so, we'll quickly craft these into blocks for storage purposes. Hopefully, anyway. Yep, there you go. That's all good. You, good grief. That. And that can go in there. So we've got this, and I want a fireplace in there. Let's have a think how I'm going to do this. How am I going to work this? Got a little bit of you. Don't know whether I've got much else in there. I've got a little bit more brickage there. Blast furnace. I've got stuff everywhere. Complete mess. Bricks. Let me just finish quick sort through stuff, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, first step in, we've got cooking devices with a skillet, which I can cook things with, so that's all good. We can probably get rid of some of this for now, and what I want is 4 more iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can make ourselves a cooking pot, which is there. So hang on, that was not what I wanted, was it? Dusty Day, no, that was not what I wanted. Damn you. Okay, let's have a look at cooking pot. We need that one. I need a bucket of water, 2 bricks, and a spoon. 2 bricks. And I know it's not a spoon. 2 bricks, 2 bricks. 2 bricks, bucket of water. Spoon? No, no spoon. But we soon will have a spoon. Spoon. And what else? And 5 iron. Wow. Pricey cooking pot. It's basically a helmet, isn't it? Boop. What am I missing? Oh, a bucket of water. Bricks. Just ordinary bricks. Idiot. Okay, let's try that again. What on earth? What is going on here? Okay, let's try that once more with feeling. Spoon, water, all the way around. So now we've got, wow, that was a good old thing, wasn't it? So we've got our cooking station all set up. I can get to all of my furnaces back there, so they are still usable and they're out of things. The dirt at the outside is above that, so these can be there without showing through, which is nice. Right. Let's go. Let's have a look at Farmer's Delight, just see what else we've got. So we've got that. We've got a cutting board. Yeah, that's fine. We've got cabinets. Do we have wall cabinets at all? Got lots of signs. We've got knives. Okay, let's have a look at a kitchen. Cobblestone sink. I'd be more inclined to do a deep slate sink, to be honest, if I was going to kind of go there. Not going to do quartz. Curtains, well, we haven't got any windows in here, so that's not a problem. Kitchen table. Okay, let's have a look at cabinets. So beach party. Cluttered. I don't even know whether these even store anything. Sims. Okay. Cupboard. Ah, wall cupboards. That's what we're after. So if I go with oak cabinets, I don't like that though. Tell you what, let's do something like that, and that will still maybe we get rid of those. So I can stick you down there. So the oak cabinets we've got plenty of. So what I need is a little bit of oak. Just to go into that corner. I know it doesn't match perfectly, but that's fine, because what we're going to do is we are going to grab you and pop you there, and then we'll stick a flint knife in that. That's all good. And then we probably are going to do something similar there. Stick you in on your side. Grab that. You can just go in the corner there. I don't think you have any purpose other than being decorative, so that's fine. So what we need is wall cabinets, and I would like these. So it's slabs and stuff. Like so. Gonna have to put something up there, but that I can work out. Yep, that all works. I should have. There we go. Do we not? Yeah, we can just craft you one like that. Perfect. And then we can do that. So this is starting to look okay. I'm not disliking this at all. We've got lanterns, so instead of torches, there is some dark patch there, but that's fine because we can we can address that like that. Now I should have a whole load of this. Which gives it a nice little finish. I mean, these have got plenty of storage in them, so for food and the likes. Stupid question. Do we have a fridge? We do. Mini fridge or retro fridge. I don't know whether it does anything. It's relatively cheap. White dye. Let's do a white fridge. Should have a chest somewhere. And a bit of bone meal to turn into white dye. And I think that will be our fridgie. And that's got, yeah, that works. Now at some point I'm going to be bringing this up storage wise, and it's probably going to be connected up there and go down. So I think I'm going to need to do that. Let's just do a couple of, in fact, let's not even do that. Let's bring one over here. Because it just makes sense. And then we can do across here. So I need another batch of those. Well, so it's going to give me 2. Need 2 more. I'm liking this. This is feeling good. I have no idea where that came from. So that will connect in going down. That's fine. In fact, let's do that right now, because that's going to go down like that. And for now we'll just mount you on that backboard. In fact, you need to be a crafting terminal, don't you? So let me just have a look. 4 diamonds, 4 crafting benches. That is cheap as chips. One, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I did it like that. That's not a crafting table. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those gives me that. So I think, oh, we've got you. Let's use the chopping board. Let's use a skillet. Place to eat. Oh, we need to do that. Okay, but that's, again, doesn't have to be done this time. So where are we? Lost me things. So that's that. We've got all of those. We have got tidy corners. We've done a craft as you go. It's going to give me a spyglass. We'll grab that later. I am generally quite happy with that. I think the only thing I need to do now, probably stick down another cutting board, just because we can, with a half decent knife on it. I don't really want, I mean, I suppose I could all, no, let's not place that skillet. I don't think there's much else in here that we need to worry about. The next thing is putting my food away. Let me do that. I'll be back in a second. I'll check how long I've been recording. Alright, yeah, we've been going about 55 minutes. This is the kitchen. You can place these ales as well, so put that on top. That's where I'm storing my ale. This is wheat, veg, eggs, spuds, complete meals, meat, fruit, lots of storage space in here, so this is fine. This is going to work out just nicely, I think. And having this in here will do something back here. God knows what I'm going to do with this space yet, but I think I've collected all the foodstuffs out of my various chests. So I think next episode we're going to be trying to find an Enderman so we can kill him. And I may try and just do that between episodes as well. Basically, the technique will involve lurking around up here, waiting for an Enderman to appear and staring at him, and then going whoop 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 and waiting until he teleports up here, and then going whack whack whack, and hope that we get lucky. It's not the greatest plan, but it's the one I got, and yeah, but we got a kitchen and we got a farm, auto farm, and we have repairing tools. We do need to get mending on these. We've got plenty of levels, so it's just a matter of let this farm do its work, trade up the stuff and get the mending books, and now we've got a kitchen. I can now start to also think about what I do in here. Dining room, the storage downstairs, storage, and for that we are most definitely going to be looking at storage drawers, I think. Oh, small, that's interesting. Is it? Sophisticated storage, is it? I think maybe. Yeah, because you've got the double barrels, so we can make them bigger. I thought we had compacting. Yes, we have. We've got storage drawers. So that's possibly where we'll go, because storage drawers has a void upgrade, which is simply obsidian, but is relatively straightforward, and we can then get into starting to store these bulk items like the cobble deep slate, for example, the coal, dirt, all of this stuff that's taking up lots and lots of space in my storage needs sorting. We also need to plant some melons and get all of that stuff going. But we've got a kitchen. Get a few more decorative items in here. I'm sure there's things like cups and plates we can do. Let's have that's plates, but not the plate that I meant. We've got plates from Cluttered. It's just a bit of clay, and I think we've got handcrafted, so we've got the plates, and we can make fancy plates. We can make a blue plate, or we can, and those will add to the thing. If we actually look at the Cluttered mod, I think there's just an absolute mass of stuff we can store around. We can put food boxes down, we can get bottles and all sorts of interesting items for our kitchen area, which we'll just give it that character. May even look at changing the things out, but mainly looking for decorative items that we can just throw in. We did need that sink, didn't we? So, and that could probably go there, or, you know, it doesn't really matter. Well, we'll find somewhere to put it. Could even go here. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.